Today we'll be learning about marijuana. You will need to have a pencil and a piece of paper out with you to answer the questions on the checkpoint. Tomorrow when you enter the classroom, you will hand that in as you're due now. Marijuana is the world's most used illegal drug. Millions of teens have tried pot. It's considered a gateway drug. Please answer the question, what is a gateway drug, and do you agree that marijuana is a gateway drug? What is marijuana? Marijuana is a plant that gets dried up. It's green, brown, or gray in color, and usually smoked, vaped, or sometimes even eaten in the form of edibles. Usually called pot or weed, but also has a lot of other nicknames. It's considered a psychoactive drug, so mind-altering. What gets you high is the THC in the drug that is sometimes extracted and placed into edibles or used to smoke and vape through a pen. The immediate effects of marijuana include dizziness, increased heart rate, coughing, dry mouth, red eyes, sleepiness, munchies, dilated pupils, distorted sights or sounds, so hallucinations, loss of coordination. Immediate mental effects include short-term memory loss, distorted perception, more social paranoia, everything is funny, lack of sense of time and awareness, so not knowing your surroundings, trouble thinking and problem solving. You're going to refer back to your pencil and paper again, and I want you to answer these questions to check for understanding. What is in pot that makes you high? What is the ingredient in pot that makes you high? Also, what are 2 physical effects and 2 mental effects? If you need to, you may go back in the video to get these answers. Long-term effects of marijuana on your body include cancer, obviously addiction. It is a drug that you can become addicted to. Short-term memory loss, coughing, more chest colds, emphysema, tolerance builds up, so you need more and more over time to get high. Temporary loss of fertility, or you become sterile, and your sperm cells begin to swim in circles. Long-term effects on your life: trouble maintaining a job or schoolwork, family problems, relationship problems. You may become a burnout. All you care about is getting high. Getting high becomes all that is important to you. Give up activities and hobbies that you once loved, and you're less likely to have a career. Just very unmotivated. Medical marijuana. So now we've seen a lot of use in medical marijuana. So it's used to treat people with cancer, AIDS, diabetes, arthritis, multiple sclerosis, chronic pain, and glaucoma in order to relieve pain, control nausea, and or increase appetite. Many states have legalized, especially the medical marijuana piece of it, for these reasons. There's also a new trend in marijuana, which is called K2 or spice, and it's a synthetic form of weed, which usually has at least the same effects, if not greater effects than marijuana. So it's a designer drug, meaning that it's created, not grown. So it's a designer drug where herbs, incense, and other leafy materials are sprayed with a synthetic chemical that mimics the effects of THC, which is the ingredient that makes you high in marijuana. Common street names are Spice and K2. It gained popularity between 2008 and 2012, which is when it became illegal to sell it. It's very strong, like I just said, and sometimes the effects can be greater because it's not natural like marijuana is. Users say they feel nauseous, vomiting, agitation, profuse sweating, high blood pressure, anxiety, hallucinations, confusion, slurred speech, catatonia, and seizures. Doctors say addiction and withdrawal are possible. And again, now we're speaking, just to remind you, we're speaking about K2, the synthetic form of marijuana. There are no concrete long-term effects since the drug is only a few years old, so they don't know what's going to happen many years from now. DEA, which is the Drug Enforcement Agency, declares that a Schedule I drug, meaning higher chance for addiction, you can't buy, you can't sell, you can't possess, and usually have very little medical value. These are the ways in which you would smoke marijuana: in a pipe, in a blunt, in a bowl, in a THC oil, which is sort of through a vape pen, vaping supplies that you might purchase, you use bong, or roll a joint. This is our final check for understanding. What do you think about New York making it legal for people over the age of 21 to buy marijuana for recreational use? Do you think it will add to the drug problems that America has? Again, just a reminder, at the beginning of class tomorrow, I'll be collecting this as an entrance ticket / due now. So these 3 separate checks for understanding should be on your one sheet of paper and hand it to me as you walk in the door tomorrow. Feel free to go back through any of the slides if you need to have help obtaining these answers.